So our recording is going. Call roll. Mr. Nimick.
I'm here.
Dr. White.
Here, present.
Ms. Pearson.
Present.
Ms. Thompson. I believe I'm told she's not going to be in attendance today. Robert Clemens, present, so we have a quorum. Declare the meeting in session. I heard a lot of talk about the weather as I was listening before. It's kind of strange. In Waco this morning, we had solid fog, which is not a typical thing you have in this winter weather we had coming up. So I was about 10 minutes late in the fog, coming out of the fog from Waco to Killeen. So what do we have on our, do we have any visitors?
Mr. Clemens, no, sir, we didn't receive any requests for public comment.
Okay. Public comment information. Carl, are you up? Are you ready?
Yeah, yes. Thank you, board, for attending this morning. This morning we're having a called board meeting to review our I guess our findings for the first 3 audits that we had this year for the intrusion detection audits. With these audits, we had 3 audits so far, and Amarillo, Killeen, and Midland. And of those 3, 2 of them passed. 1 of them required a corrective action. I will tell the board that the corrective action was it was some bookkeeping that we had to take care of, and that's been done. And with that said, I'm going to ask Mary Lou Riojas to jump in and go over this with us.
Good morning, everyone. As Carl mentioned, we did get deficiency marks at one of our campus this fall. And this meeting, we can't go into detail unless we go into for closed session. But basically, we do have to report that one of them did get deficiencies, and a required corrective action was put into place for that campus. And all of the items have been completed, and the documents will be submitted directly after this meeting. I don't see any reason for rejection from our ESC or from TEA on the documentation. We've got everything in there. And I'm confident that the campus has already made adjustments, and it should not be an issue in the future. This is due for us tomorrow. The only reason for the delay is it did require 4 weeks of documentation, and the Thanksgiving and Christmas breaks came into play. So this is actually the soonest that we could get it done. Other than if there are any detailed questions for closed session, that's really the premise of this meeting. And then our next one will be a little bit lengthier, but not too much. Carl?
Any questions from the board that would require us to go into closed session? Unfortunately, we're not at liberty to discuss in the public area what exactly took place. So if we want more details, we can go to closed session. And of course, we have also we can email you guys the documentation if you like.
The document's been emailed, sir.
Okay, so you have received the documentation. So if there's any questions, we could go to closed session.
I don't have any questions unless someone has a question. I'll entertain a motion that we approve this report as presented.
I would so motion. I motion that we approve this report as submitted.
I'll second the motion.
Motion and second, we approve Carl's report as submitted. Mr. Nimick?
I vote in favor.
Dr. White?
Yes, I vote favor.
Ms. Pearson?
Yes.
Bob Clemens, yes. Report is, do we have any other business today? Carl? Dr. Anderson?
Not in regard to the intrusion detection audits that we've received. However, our next meeting is to go over the districts. We're gonna bring you guys up to date on the district safety committee meeting and what safety items were addressed in the first half of the year. So if we want to, can we roll straight into that meeting or?
I,
There's a separate link, I believe.
I think, somebody correct me. The committee meeting, normally we have it 2 members so that we do not have to be in open session. We didn't have
Right.
on the agenda though that we're going to have this report. So I feel like we need to adjourn and, somebody's gonna have to help me here. I don't know who was on the committee. We need at least 2 people on the committee, and I believe Ms. Thompson is normally one of the 2 people, and I'm normally one. So someone want to substitute and come back in, so we have a
Either Mr. Nimick or Ms. Pearson or Dr. White, would one of you all be willing to?
I'm available.
It's probably about 15 minutes or so, no more than that.
do they have the information they'll need to log into this committee meeting, or does Ms. Pearson have it?
It's
Yes.
that second link, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, sir. That's correct.
The 11 o'clock link. Ms. Pearson, the other one that you
Okay.
would probably own is the one that's for this.
I got it. Okay.
The only other question I've had, just as I'm in Killeen today, was looking across the street. Do we still have the property across the street, Carl?
Yes, we do. We own the
Building with the brick
the
front on
brown-
it?
yeah, the brown brick building with the windows are boarded up on it.
Okay. And then we have the vacant property next door to us for a meeting today.
Correct. And that we actually are using for storage. There's quite a bit of furniture
Mhm.
stored in there.
Okay, thank you. All right, I have no further comments. We'll adjourn this meeting and come back in a few minutes for our committee meeting. Thank you.
Thank you all.
All
Have a
right,
good
thank
one.
you.
See you in a bit.
Thank you.